Welcome to Gold Medal Business, the place to be if you're a children's activity and sport entrepreneur who is serious about growing and scaling your business to six-figure success and beyond. We talk growing your team, growing your students and your venues, and so much more. I'm Katie Cannon, former 5 times British gymnastics champion turned 7-figure entrepreneur. Are you ready to get started? Let's grow your business. So a little bit of an intro. My name is Katie Cannon, founder of Gold Medal Business, which supports and mentors children's activity providers. A bit about my background. I was a British champion for 5 years. I did 2 Worlds and 2 Europeans and have been in the industry of the children's activity world for the last 20 years. I started doing loads of after-school gymnastic clubs and then went on to build my own gyms, my own studios. I've had a mini franchise model at one point. I've had village halls. We've worked with over 100 primary schools and nurseries in the London area at one point. I've opened gyms, I've shut gyms, I've had amazing team members, not so amazing team members. So you name it, I've done it over the last 20 years of being in this industry. So it's now my absolute pleasure to support you, the children's activity entrepreneur, with my hindsight of very much how to do it in the right way, how to cut years off of your journey as an entrepreneur and to accelerate your growth. So to share with you some very much kind of like creative marketing ideas on how to improve your student numbers, your camp numbers, and, all the other services that you offer within your business. Maybe you're doing workshops, maybe you're doing parties, maybe you're doing extra skill-based workshops and accelerators. So one of my favorite parts to train on when I'm helping you, the children's activity entrepreneur, is very much thinking outside the box with your marketing. Now, one of the reasons I love to share this and really dial in of you thinking as that creative entrepreneur, because one of the areas that I really believe is why a lot of our mentees get the results they are getting is because I want to support you with online and offline growth. So over the last 20 years, I've built gyms and I've also built online businesses. So the marketing and the ideas that I'm going to share with you, and I said, which is why it's one of my best topics to share on, is because I want you to start bringing together the online and the offline strategies and mirroring them together. Whereas so often we see ourselves like we've got our traditional based brick and mortar business, or we've got our classes, or we're working in schools, and we kind of diverse the online and the offline and keep them in almost 2 separate camps. But to really accelerate your growth and really to build really strong rooted foundations, you need to be working in both camps. The other area I want to share with you in terms of marketing, I want you to start thinking that when you are marketing, you're actually marketing for students and for team. We often are like, I'm just going to improve my student numbers because do you know what? If I improve my student numbers, all would be fantastic. And absolutely, of course, it will be. You're having more cash flow coming in. Your turnover's going up. Your profit margin, hopefully, if we're doing it right, are going up as well. But what we don't want to do is push. And then we're like, oh my gosh, our numbers are going amazing. I need to build my team. Your marketing is the 2 combined. Marketing is recruitment and student numbers combined. They come as a pair. They love each other very much because you can't do one without the other. One of the biggest things I get asked a lot is, Katie, what do I do? Am I really pushing my student numbers or am I building my team? And it's like the chicken and the egg. And I'm like, you need to be doing both. The 2 are doing this because what I don't want to happen is you're pushing one and then the other sinks. Or you're pushing the other, you just got team members, but you've got no student numbers. So you need to make sure the 2 are moving in tandem together. So I wanted to share that with you because so often we see it in different camps. So we're like, do you know, I'm going to be building my marketing. I'm going to work on some marketing strategy that is only for this area for the next, say, 4 to 5 months. You need to be making sure you've got, we call it our 8-step system, where you have literally got in your 8-step system all the areas on a day-to-day basis. We call it like your power hour, that you're working and you're marketing in your business that is running 365 days of the year. Take Christmas off, okay? Maybe Boxing Day as well. So you've got that constant in your business. Whereas so often we, especially at this time of year, I've literally just come off a training call and we were saying, I was working with a new person that I'm working with, and their numbers are not where they want to be now because the work hasn't been done previously in the last 6 months. And that's okay. They're aware of that. And that's why we're working on that. But it's making sure you're marketing, whether it's students and staff members, 24/7. You're keeping we call it your emotions. You're keeping your emotions in one place. You're not getting really excited and just going for a massive push. And then you get exhausted and then you don't do it for months. It's keeping the constant, whether you're having a phenomenal month or whether you're having a rubbishy month. It's keeping the constant all the time. So I want to share with you some ideas today on marketing. I wanted to give that bit of a background of marketing to start with, because like anything, your mindset has to be in the right place before you put strategy. It's always mindset before mechanics. Mindset before mechanics is so important. When you sometimes think, why am I not where they are? I've been running the same amount of time as that company. Why do they have 500 students and I have 200? It's all in mindset. It's all in leadership. And that is why teaching that part first, just to kind of get your mind in the right section before we start to train. Are you ready for that next level of growth and you're super serious about getting the level of support that you need? Then look no further. Our Your CEO mentorship program is open for you to apply to if you are insanely serious about growing your marketing, your team, your next level leadership. You're really serious about that next level growth and scaling your brand to your next vision and beyond. This is exactly the right mentorship for you. It's a 12-month mentorship which is completely tailored around your needs to grow and scale your brand in the children's activity industry. With over 100 years of experience in this program of myself and my team that are sharing weekly trainings of team successes, but also the one-to-one touch. One of the things that we're incredibly powerful and proud of our mentorship is it not only gives you the group element, but it gives you the high touch, the high nurture, and the one-to-one support that I know after teaching hundreds of entrepreneurs will really take you to that next level. So if this is something for you, I want you to book a call in the show notes below. Get yourself in front of our team so we can see if this is exactly the right fit for you and to get you up and running and to start to see your business thrive. I want you to think of your marketing in two camps: internal, external. And think how I just shared with you on students and recruitment. You combine that into your day-to-day. So internal and external is crossed over whether you're doing new students or you're doing recruitment. You're working the same. So I'm going to give you a few ideas today on how to work when you're working on external marketing. Now, all of these wheels you want to be spinning at all times. Rome's not built in a day. So if you need further support and you're feeling like I need further support or I haven't got the marketing in place, I just want you to put marketing, because you might build one of these, then 2 months later, you're building another stream. By 12 months time, you've got a very robust marketing 8-step system. So if you're not there yet, I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to think, but I've got to do all these by the end of the week. It's step by step. So internal and external. Your external marketing strategies are things like your Google ads. It's your Facebook and Instagram ads. It's your content creation. It's your engagement on social media. It's your leaflets to local community. Please don't forget them. I know they're super old school, but they still work. There's still a place for local traction. It's your partnership and your collaborations. It's anything that is customer facing. External is anything that's bringing people into your world. It's bringing people into your world and they're not yet a customer. It's your external marketing. Think of it like you might rename it as external marketing is visibility. It's getting more eyeballs on your brand and bringing people into your world. Okay, so that is external marketing. So you've got leaflets, you've got partnerships, you've got collaborations, you've got Instagram and Facebook ads, you've got other forms of social media, you've got your content creation that you're doing on socials. You've got your reach outs to local communities in primary schools and nurseries, if that is your business model. Whether you're reaching out to business or business to customer, it really differentiates what your marketing plan is going to be. But you will take what is relevant to your current business and what you need to leave at the side because it's not relevant. So external is anything that is that is going to bring the customer to you, that is visibility. Whenever you have the power of one in your business, I want you to get scared. When you have one team member doing something, or you have maybe one coach, or you have one marketing strategy, we never can rely on one because it's dangerous. You need a backup. So think of the same with your marketing. You never want to rely. And yes, I love Facebook and Instagram ads. They are by far, for gold medal, we love Facebook and Instagram ads. They are by far one of our main sources to bring new visibility to us within our gyms and classes, without a doubt. They are one of our main, not the cheapest, one of the most expensive, but they work and they convert if you do them properly. But you don't just want to rely on one stream. What happens if something stops working? What happens if someone is sick for the day? What happens if Facebook shuts your account down? You want to make sure you've got a backup. Think of your marketing exactly the same way. You never know where that person's going to come from. You may have someone see your Facebook ad, they see you in a local partnership, they see you doing a collaboration, they see a leaflet, they hear word of mouth. You never know where it's going to come from. But so often, because it's easier, and especially if you're a business under kind of 6 figures, so your turnover around 100,000 less or more, you've got a small team. So I get it. I've been there. Been there many times as I've grown businesses over the last 20 years. I remember my early days building my gyms, being up till midnight, answering emails. Wasn't phoning at that time, but doing a lot of the admin and the background behind it with the marketing. So you've got to be savvy and go, okay, what's really going to give me the best ROI at the moment in time on my time and the results? Going back to what I just said, your 8 streams on your marketing, they may take a good 6 to 12 months to build out. And that's okay. You build at your level and the goals and the vision that you're building to. So that is external marketing, aka visibility.
Hi there, my name's Shelley and I run a theatre school business for children called Stepping Out Stars of Tomorrow, hence the bowler hat and the show pictures in the background. I've had my school for 15 years and absolutely love doing what I do, and I've had several business coaches through that period, but I just felt with Katie that I really connected to her. She was really lovely on the phone. I felt that she had a wealth of experience which would really help me take my business to the next level. And that's not to say that the coaches that I'd had before weren't great, because they really were, but I really like the fact that Katie's mentorship had lots of different children's activities in it, and I think it's fantastic that I can learn from football coaches or rugby coaches. It's not just about dance and performing arts, and that was something that really struck a chord with me. I've been in the membership for the last couple of months and I've really enjoyed the time that I have already started to implement some of the amazing things that Katie has suggested. The first being bringing an extra 55,000 into my business, which could be fantastic if that comes off. So yeah, I'm really super happy and really recommend CEO membership. It's great.
We're now going to move on to internal marketing. So internal marketing is the area that I see is often neglected time and time again. We put so much energy into getting new students in. And then when they sign up with us, it's like, oh, thank goodness for that. oh, I don't have to speak to them again. Or you're obviously nurturing them. You might send them a newsletter. You're giving them a great service in their classes. But that's normally about it. Don't forget, your customers are your marketing machine as well. If you do it strategically and you do it well across your marketing plan across 12 months, it can be a very, very great return on your ROI. It is the part that I call it leaky buckets. It's the part that we're pulling people through the front end of your buckets, like new people. The bottom end is untouched. It then gets leaky. So what happens? People are coming through. We've got loads of great leads. Wicked. What happens next? We've then got a retention issue because we've grown and we haven't got any of this at the bottom to support. So your internal marketing is making sure you are touching on your recruitment, your 4Rs. That is your reactivations, your renewals, your referrals. Okay. So those key ones, reactivations, referrals, renewals. And the next one is your recruitment as well. So internally promoting and building out your recruitment system. So when you're focusing on that, and it's not just about sending out, bring a friend or send just an email or a text or bring a friend and then forget about it for 3 months. It's taking those areas, your retention, your renewals, your referrals and recruitment. It's looking at them going, okay, let's create an actual system around each of these. Your business is built on people and systems. To scale your business wherever you're at in your brand, to scale your business, it's relying on your people and your systems. Every single thing in your business has to have a system. So when you're looking at your internal marketing to really support your retention, you need to make sure you're getting in touch with your customers. You need to make sure you've got the customer care model sorted and the systems in place. Making sure you're following up with anyone, reactivating old customers. Going back and getting referrals. Not just sending an email out, treating it like a proper marketing campaign. Maybe do a month with your team or on the phones, depending how big you are. Speaking to your customers, finding out how they're getting on, any concerns, where can they recommend? You don't ask, you don't get. Pick up the phone, you'll get a lot more traction. Don't hide behind it. So look at your external mirrored with your internal. You will see when you start thinking like this and start thinking creatively out the box, you will find you're hitting your marketing from every single angle and you're not leaving a stone unturned. When you start thinking like this and you're operating this as a day in, day out, you will find 6 to 7 months down the line, your numbers are starting to thrive. Your numbers are starting to go through the roof because you're actioning it from every angle consistently and frequently. Those two keywords when it comes to marketing are so important. And one of my best advice that we could say going in terms of being frequent and consistent, don't move into someone. I'm going to use Facebook ads as an example here because I see this many times over. I don't want you to start Facebook ads if you can't commit to a minimum of £10 a day consistently for 12 months of the year. Ideally, you need about £20, £30 a day to really get some traction and to get it moving. But if you can't commit consistently, don't do them. You're not there yet. We're not quite there in your journey. Because starting ads and expecting traction after like 3 or 4 weeks, you're not going to get it. It's all about the algorithm and the consistency and frequency. So if you're doing £10 a day for 12 months a year, you're going to really start to see it fly and really start to see numbers coming in. But if you're going into it, I'm going to see how it goes. I've got £400. I'm going to see how it goes for the next month. Please don't do it. I'd rather you not waste your money. You need to make sure it's built into your overall strategy and your KPIs so that you can be consistent and frequent, because Facebook rewards you when you're consistent. And to be honest, you're paying to play. So I hope you found those 2 tips today in terms of really thinking of internal and external marketing, and really repositioning your mind on how you're thinking outside the box for your marketing. And then realign the areas that I've gone through and putting them down, said into 2 camps, almost like 2 columns. You've got internal, external. Then put the ideas that I've given you today so that you can start actioning and implementing. But the biggest thing I always share with you is it's very easy to grow in this industry, but it's not easy to scale. And utilizing these marketing models and creating those systems that I've just shared will really help you to start thinking on how you can scale simply that is actually going to move you forward. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed and you've really got some great benefits, please share with someone you know or someone in the children's activity space to really support them in their growth as a children's activity entrepreneur. Please hit subscribe so we can hit more people and get more great value to them. Thank you so much for being part of our community. It's an honor each week to train and nurture you, and I cannot wait to hear all of your great business successes.